Leo. This is a general reading for the sign of Leo. Wow, cards really wanting to, let's take that card and let's shuffle the rest of these back in. That's a lot of cards at once, Leo. This is a general reading for the sign of Leo. If you have Leo anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. Spirit really does have a lot to tell you or to share with you this week. It is a general reading, so do take what resonates and leave the rest. Do practice good discretion when seeking advice from the tarot, from the horoscope. Even if you're speaking to a therapist, a counselor, always really use discretion and really trust your inner wisdom. Really trust your inner voice. Leo, you know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Leo. Leo, the moon this week will be in the last quarter phase before it moves into the waning crescent at the end of the week. When the moon is in the last quarter, we find moments of safety and admiration. This is a great time to practice forgiveness. The waning crescent moon will move through Leo, Virgo, and Libra. During the waning crescent moon phase, our minds, bodies, and spirits need self-care. I will post a few self-care ideas in the description box you may like to try this week. And the foundation, the basis, the underlying message is the Seven of Pentacles. And I like that you've received that Seven of Pentacles here, Leo, especially when we're talking about forgiveness and really looking back at the past with compassion and forgiveness and the new understanding that we have gained from that last full moon. And so now as we move, and we've moved from the learning something new, the gaining some knowledge, and we moved into the phase last week of practicing gratitude. And now we practice forgiveness from a new, better understanding, a new knowledge of what we have gained. New knowledge that we have gained. And let's see how that plays in to the rest of your reading, Leo. And we start off in your public life, your professional life, your work life with the Devil card. And the Devil is really about worldly things. It's about being tied to the physical. For some of us, it could be an obsession or an addiction, or for some of us, it really could just be the need, the drive to wanting more. And our drive for wanting more really does hinder our spiritual growth, our emotional connectivity with those people, places, and things that are actually around us. And I see a partnership, a coupleship, a working relationship that is very fulfilling and very rewarding. But there's a need, a want, or a feeling of wanting to move on, of wanting to change, of wanting something different. Perhaps, Leo, you're having a hard time keeping your enthusiasm, in really keeping your chin held high because of some of the personal hardships that you have been facing. Facing hardships, feeling a lack, feeling of not being good enough, or feeling as if we could have done better, Sorry about that little interruption, Leo. And so, yes, we were talking about the lack of enthusiasm and your ability to keep your chin held high despite all of your personal hardships. And that is the key to gaining the respect of those that are around you or that are surrounding you in your public life at this time. And how you are handling yourself during this time is really helping you gain the respect of others, with those people that are working around you or with the people that you are surrounding yourself with. And I do appreciate that we are seeing that at this time, because this week it really is about practicing forgiveness and about really taking care of ourselves. Self-care this week, caring for our bodies, caring for our spiritual well-being and our minds. And again, check out that description box to see if there might be a ritual or two, or something that you might like to try this week in practicing self-care in your private life, in your personal life. Here we see the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Fool, and the Death card. And yellow is a happy color. Looking back is the teacher. Looking back, practicing forgiveness is the lesson. The past is the teacher for the present, Leo. You're leaving behind something that at one time brought you great pleasure, brought you great reward. There's been a lot of drama in your personal life, and that is really weighing you down. What is weighing you down is the memories from the past. And your memories from the past, both the pleasant memories and the unpleasant memory, are really weighing you down. And it's okay to take time off from those thoughts. It's okay to take time off from those memories. And take the lesson and move on. Take the lesson and move forward. And in part, Leo, I believe this may be from Saturn going direct in Pisces. Saturn will be direct in Pisces until May of next year. Saturn teaches us how to set boundaries with ourselves as well with others. And these lessons do vary according to our zodiac sign. They vary according to how the planets lined up during our birth. Leo, now that Saturn is stable, you will find yourself understanding the importance of setting and maintaining boundaries, and really learning how to address unrealistic expectations. And I believe this private life, this drama that is going on in your private life that is really weighing you down, in part has been caused by unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations of what we expect from ourselves and what we expect from other people. And there's a lesson in that for you, Leo. Do practice some form of self-care this Leo. Be gentle, be kind with yourself, and be kind with others. Realistically, very rarely do others reach or meet our expectations of them. And when that happens, we really do need to be brutally honest with ourselves and accept what other people are or are not capable of. Final thoughts, final messages. And here we have the beautiful Hierophant. And the Hierophant is really about wisdom, about knowledge, about finding the wisdom and knowledge. And if we look closer at the Hierophant card, we can see she has the keys there. She has the keys to success. She has the key to the inner wisdom and inner knowledge. And it is how the Hierophant uses those keys that determines the outcome. And here I see you leaving behind, leaving in the past the things that are no longer serving you. And oddly enough, we see you really still stuck there at looking at that change, at looking at that transition. This is a transition that you have or are making at this time. And putting an end to that, putting an end to the labor, looking back. Perhaps you thought that you had it all. Perhaps you were in a point or a time in your life where the world was your oyster, so to speak. You had everything. Everything was working out exactly how you wanted it to, exactly how you planned it. And then there was a shift. There was a change, almost like the blindfold was taken off. And you became aware of a harsh reality, a keen awareness to the reality of a situation. And in truth, the situation was nothing like that you thought it was. And that was very harsh. But it is time for you to move past that. It is time for you to move beyond that. It is time for you to look back for the lesson. And that's why we see the Hierophant card there. It's the lesson from the past. The lesson that this situation was meant to teach you in moving forward, in leaving that behind. And Spirit is telling you, Spirit is letting you know that you have learned your lesson. It's time to move on. It's time to put this behind you. Leo, we create an intention in our mind and we breathe it to life within our own heart's desire. To manifest, we need to match the feelings and emotions to what it is that we are wanting. And in order for us to match those feelings and emotions to what it is that we would like to create, to what it is that we would like to manifest, we need to let go of those past emotions. We need to let go of those past feelings. They are no longer serving us, and they are hindering and slowing down the manifestation, the joy that is in today, the joy that is in the present. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Leo. Thank you, Leo. Please leave in the comments, what are you leaving behind? What is no longer serving you? Have a blessed week, Leo.